So you wanted to be with me here on the same bed?
Yeah, of course. Oh my God. Gino loves Jasmine.
So we've seen a lot of weird dudes on the show 90 Day Fiancé, such as Paul and Big Ed, but they pale in comparison to Gino. This guy might be the weirdest dude to ever be on the show.
Let's see. It's so cozy. Yeah.
While watching that clip, you probably came to the same conclusion I came to. Yes, he sounds exactly like Marty Huggins.
Boys, put down your utensils. I want to talk to you about something real quick.
Let's not kid ourselves here, ladies and gentlemen. The past couple seasons of the show have been mediocre at best, but every once in a while, some freak show comes on the show that makes all of time stand still. And we all take a look at the guy and just are fascinated and can't believe that that person is a real person. Gino is that guy. Gino is 51 years old from Canton, Michigan. When we first meet Gino, he informs the audience that he's about to embark on an epic adventure. But before that, he is doing some shopping for his travels and asks the shopkeeper about the different types of lubes.
Do you have any lotion for couples?
Let me take you some romantic stuff.
Clearly from this, Gino isn't very experienced sexually. He radiates big-time virgin energy. When Gino gets home from the store, he informs us that he doesn't live above his means. He lives a very humble lifestyle. Then we get a glimpse of this guy's trash can, and we learn that he only eats microwavable meals. Gino's just out here thriving, living that college lifestyle at age 51, you know, minus the partying and the puss. Similar to Paul, Gino has a thing for Latin girls. I hope that his Latin girl doesn't hit him like Carini hits Paul, though.
I'm used to living on my own, but it hasn't always been this way. I've had a couple serious relationships.
Gino met his ex-wife while working in Brazil for 6 months as an engineer. He knew he loved his ex in that short amount of time, so he decided to bring her over to the United States on a K-1 visa. I'm very curious why he's on the show, if he's already done the K-1 visa process, or maybe now that I'm thinking about it, it'll make the process smoother because he's done it already. He also informs us that after 7 years being together with his ex, they decided to mutually break up and file for divorce.
I decided to look internationally on a dating site for love because I wasn't having much luck locally.
I might have to call Gino David Murphy 2.0 because he's also on the dating websites. In fact, a lot of guys on the show this season are on the dating websites, and they always say websites and not Tinder. So I'm just curious at this point, are they not allowed to say Tinder, or are they other websites? Like, do people actually go on dating websites online anymore, or just change their location on Tinder?
Don't be jealous that I've been chatting online with babes all day.
On the dating websites, Gino found a girl from Panama City that's way out of his league. Prayers up for this girl. I'm genuinely concerned because Gino is the scariest sex tourist that I've seen since Big Ed. He actually admits that this girl's out of his league, and when I see that, I'm just like, yeah, know your place, you dirty little sip. The more I look at Gino, he kind of looks like D-Bag from Prison Break.
That's how I met my girlfriend, Jasmine, the love of my life.
Jasmine! Well, Gino didn't realize we were calling girls we haven't met yet the love of our lives. Jasmine is 34 years old and she's from Panama City. She's an American lit teacher there, and Gino says she's wicked smart. He actually says Jasmine's one of the smartest girls that he's ever been with, but I don't know if that's a compliment because one of the smartest girls he's ever been with, how many girls has he been with? Probably not a lot. But hey, I get it, man. Manners and everything. You don't want to be like, I'm dating this girl, she's dumb as fuck. Gino says he got feelings for Jasmine really fast, like the first time they spoke, and he's saying this while staring awkwardly into the camera. I'm sure you got feelings for this girl really fast. She's a hot Latina girl. You're a guy that would probably fuck a turkey sandwich. Anything else you'd like? Oh my god, that laugh is the worst. He kind of sounds like that one meme. Guys, comment below what you think. I think this might be the worst laugh in history. I'm gonna try really hard to not be biased here. Gino just has one of those voices that I call the cursed voice because every time they talk, you just internally screech, shut the fuck up. Next thing you know, Gino's giggling like a schoolgirl when they're asking him what else he likes about his girl, and he says, she has a really hot body, I like her butt. And then they're showing bikini shots of his girl. Guys, let's not kid ourselves here. This kid's a star. I've been reviewing this trash TV show for a minute, and I've never seen anybody like this. TLC, you have outdone yourselves. Whoever put this guy on the show deserves a raise. I think he could potentially be bigger than Little Edward.
You know, we've been talking for 9 months, and she's like, I think my soulmate, and I haven't even met her yet.
Yo, this girl is gonna take this guy to the woodshed and clean him out of everything he's got. Are you kidding me? Gino, my guy, trust me, dude, if you go through with this, you'll be lucky to keep the microwave when she's done with you. Gino then informs us that he's going to Panama City for Christmas and New Year's on a mission because he hopes to return an engaged man. And when I hear this, I have a light bulb moment because it kind of sounds like the same mission Steven was on. Okay, so this man hasn't been laid in years and he's going to the fucking Lotus Den from Percy Jackson. I've heard that Panama City is nuts. This man is all backed up going over there. I don't think he's ready for what's about to happen. All I'm saying is from the way that Gino talks about this girl, it seems like the minute she starts cranking his meat, he's gonna propose.
My secret stash. Ta-da! These are the little blue pills. It can make you last longer.
Never mind. It seems like Gino's way more prepared than I originally thought. I actually can't believe that this guy's a real person. And so, they asked Gino where he got all the blue pills. He has this big stupid smile on his face and he says, online.
Online.
Gino, stop buying drugs online, bro. I don't know if you need the blue pills or not, but if you take them when you don't need them, it can be detrimental to your member later in your life. So you shouldn't take them unless a doctor prescribes it to you. Gino says even though he's only been talking to Jasmine for 9 months on video chat, he can picture growing old with her and building a life together with her.
It's been a few years since I've been with a woman sexually, and she is 17 years younger than me. So when I'm in Panama, I just want to make sure I can keep up,
Shut the hell up, bitch.
Let's meet Jasmine right now and see what's so special about Gino's girl. When we first meet Jasmine, the cameraman does a good job of highlighting her assets. She's just chilling in a pool and the view looks mad luxurious. Jasmine says she feels like she intimidates most guys because she's hot, beautiful, and intelligent. Even though she says this, she doesn't really sound conceited as much as confident. And I'll be honest, from all the introductions this season, I think Jasmine had one of the best ones. She seems very competent, educated. I think that she's way out of Gino's league. The only negative thing I see about Jasmine right now is that she has immense trust issues and she'll often ask Gino to take pictures of wherever he's at and send her updates with videos because she does not trust men.
You cannot tame Latinas. You're not tameable.
Oh shit, she's got the laugh too, guys. Now it all makes sense. They both have the annoying laugh. Oh! You know what? Scratch everything I just said. These two might actually be soulmates. Jasmine says she's more than just a hot body. She likes to read, which is why she's an American lit teacher. She also loves her children very much. She has 2 boys and she says that they're always going to be her babies even though they're not babies anymore. Girl seems pretty genuine, grounded, has a stable income. I really wasn't expecting this going into it. I think because we've had a lot of shitter Latinas on the show in the past, or at least Latinas that didn't have their priorities straight, I kind of developed this preconceived notion that this girl might just be looking to get to the US. But I'm gonna check myself now because she actually doesn't seem like she has much to gain from Gino. So far, my takeaway from Jasmine is that she seems like she has genuine feelings for this guy, and I think that he's gonna be the one to mess it up, to be honest with you. Jasmine says that meeting Gino was a blessing. He is a very smart person. He's an engineer. Jasmine says the reason she went for Gino is that he was loving and wanted a committed relationship, and she was sick of one-night stands with dumbass dudes.
He has no sense of fashion at all.
Fair point. I think we can all collectively say that Gino has a terrible sense of style. She goes on to say that she's never seen him without his stupid hat. Gino is actually mad insecure about the fact that he's going bald, or he's already bald. So instead of committing to just the shaved head or looking into Manscaped, he decided to wear a hat at all times. So he kind of looks like a cartoon character. You know how they have the same outfit on every day? Gino never takes his hat off. My advice to Gino is embrace what you got, dude. If you're going bald, commit to that look, or look up a popular look for bald guys and see what you can do with that. I'm a really hairy dude. I've just kind of accepted that. And if someone likes me for that, cool. If they don't like that, that's okay. I'm not everyone's cup of tea, just like you're not going to be everyone's cup of tea. The important thing is to embrace the things that make you different. And then once you embrace those things, you're going to come across more confident, which is going to make you more appealing. Before leaving on his grand adventure to Panama City, Gino wants to meet with his brother and his brother's wife. While having a conversation with his brother and his brother's wife, Gino informs them that he wants to have kids with Jasmine, despite never meeting this girl in real life yet.
Very likely I'm going to propose to her. And I know she wants to be with me, because she wants to have a couple kids, and I agreed to it.
For all the wet sock parents, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. I feel like he hasn't done his due diligence yet. He hasn't even met this girl, and he's talking about bringing children into the world with this girl. That just seems really selfish on his part to me. I definitely want to have kids one day, but first you got to make sure that your partner, the one that's bearing the children, is also on the same page with you, 1. 2, I don't even have kids, but I know it's a huge responsibility, and this guy makes microwavable food. Strictly microwave food. So I don't think he's ready for a kid.
She's never even seen the back of your head. She's never even held your hand. You never held her hand.
Okay, so from the way Gino's saying things like, this could be my last chance at love, or this could be my last chance at having a family, I feel like he's just desperate and he's having a midlife crisis, but usually guys buy a Harley, he is going to try and start a family with a girl in Panama City. So it's not the typical midlife crisis.
Let's see what you look like under there.
No, I'm not going to show you.
Oh man, that laugh. It's kind of like we just met Gino and we can already tell that he has a better relationship with the hat than Jasmine. Later in the episode, Gino finally flies to Panama City where he is greeted by his girl. She waits for him. They start talking. She says things like, I'm gonna rock your world tonight. And he's like, let's go to the hotel. This guy can't wait to start his sex adventures at Panama City. Once they get to the hotel though, he has some very interesting gifts for Jasmine.
Look at I got
What is it?
for you.
An electric toothbrush.
I love this. He took a page out of Big Ed's book. He brought his girl an electric toothbrush, like they don't have electric toothbrushes in Panama City. Good job, Gino.
This gift that I brought for Jasmine is meaningful because manually trying to clean your teeth, it's difficult. That thing's spinning, you know, at a high rate.
This just confirms that in addition to being mad weird, Gino is one of those Americans that thinks that every other nation is living in the Stone Ages. I don't know about you guys, but if someone I was in a relationship with gifted me an electric toothbrush, I would be incredibly insulted by that. But this is actually not the end of the gifts. His next gift for her is pregnancy tests because he's trying to get this girl knocked up and bust all kinds of nuts in her.
Ooh, I got these.
What is that?
Pregnancy test.
And her response to this is, anyone that wants to have babies fast is crazy. So I'm happy that there's actually a normal person on the show. What? It's times like this that we're all trying to wrap our brains around the idea that this guy's been single for so long. He obviously knows what girls want, electric toothbrushes.
See, I have this picture of you on my
Let me see.
phone.
Oh, that's me. What's the password?
What's the password?
Yeah. Yes, to unlock the screen. Give me your password.
Does anyone else find it strange that Gino says he wants to have children with this girl, but he won't let her go through his phone? No? No one? Just me? Okay. Also, I love the way he says, what's the password? Let's roll the clip again of that.
What's the password?
Yeah, get into it.
In episode 3, we see Gino and Jasmine have dinner at this restaurant with a nice ocean view, and I'm like, yo, that's mad luxurious. Gino admits to the audience that since first meeting Jasmine, he's really seen a controlling side of her. For example, when they first sit down at the table, she's like, take off your mask. Here, let me do it for you. The dudes on the show genuinely make me laugh because they don't really think things through. Obviously, it's gonna be different talking to each other on FaceTime or Zoom versus showing up in real life, and yeah, a relationship is work no matter what.
Write that down, write that down!
The sunset must have been really fast because it's already nighttime, and Gino ordered a cheeseburger. I always laugh when Americans go to another place and order a cheeseburger. Why would you do that? Get the local food. It's not gonna be as good as the In-N-Out burgers that we're used to or whatever you guys are used to. This isn't really news. We already know Gino's a boring eater by how he only eats microwavable food. Him ordering a cheeseburger in Panama City is kind of like when Big Ed went to that resort in the Philippines and went to the pool instead of the beach. It's just like, there's a perfectly good beach. Why would you go to the pool? It doesn't make any sense to me. Jasmine says Gino is like a dinosaur because he eats a lot of meat, and because she's vegan, she doesn't like that. Mind you, she's saying this with a straight face, like she's really bothered by this. My question for her is, bitch, do you think all dinosaurs eat meat and you're a teacher? Have you never seen Land Before Time? Because I'm pretty sure Littlefoot loves them tree stars, and so does Spike and Ducky and all the other ones. Don't test me with Land Before Time. Also, these kind of vegans are so cancerous. Your partner wants to eat meat. What does that have to do with you? It has nothing to do with you. You have no say in that. If they want to eat meat, you should want your partner to be happy. Also, the only dinosaur, the only one that ate meat in Land Before Time was Chomper and the T-Rexes. But Chomper was a little baby T-Rex. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys.
Who's Paul?
Oh, you wanna know?
Oh, you don't have to.
Pao is a friend. Paulina.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And so what I want you to do right
trust
now
you.
is do the same with your messages.
Yikers, Gino walked right into this one. I actually agree with Jasmine here. If you're gonna question who she's texting, you should also be very transparent with who you're texting. There's a stigma that most Latin girls want to get an American guy, and there's equally a stigma where American dudes, when they can't pull here in the United States, they go over there to Latin America or Eastern Europe, and then all of a sudden they're getting so much attention that they start kind of acting uncharacteristic, like they're big shots because they've never had this many girls giving them attention. This is kind of like the big head effect I talked about in recent videos. You get a big head and then you start having relationships with multiple girls. Trust is a two-way street, and if Gino's gonna question her intentions behind this relationship, she has every right to question his. She goes through Gino's phone and finds out that a girl requested to follow him on Instagram and then proceeds to block that girl and make him feel like he made a mistake.
I have no idea.
Delete and block.
Delete it. I don't know if she's joking or she's serious. Like, when she asked to see my phone.
You're a good boy.
Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. I don't like the way she's talking to him, saying good boy. It feels like she's talking to him like he's a dog, and it makes me uncomfortable. I think she overreacted here. Gino can't help if a girl requests him on Instagram. If he was, you know, flirting with her back and forth like what Steven did to Alina, and he was entertaining girls in the DMs, absolutely chew him out, and we'll definitely back you up with that. But he didn't do that, so I don't think he really did anything wrong. Also, emasculating your dude like this could result in him doing the very thing that you fear because he feels resentment that you did that.
Sorry for getting crazy. It's just that you're a man.
Yeah, but you know that you're all I need. I told you that.
So from Jasmine's trust issues, it's clear that she's in fight or flight mode, and I understand where she's coming from. I'm sure she's been cheated on. We've all been cheated on. But you're never going to actually be happy in your relationship until you can trust your partner. There's a saying that I found to be true, and that's those that can't trust can't be trusted, and I'm just going to park that there. Okay, so after the Instagram DM incident, she freaks out on him and then says, sorry, I'm crazy. Let's go back to the bedroom.
Drink your wine. Let's go to the bedroom.
If you're really seeking a real relationship, having sex with him after the fight doesn't excuse your disrespectful behavior during the fight. I don't know about you guys, but I'd rather jerk off in my shower after playing League of Legends for 8 hours than get disrespected by some bitch. Maybe things didn't work out with dudes in your past because there's things that you need to work on. From the brief interactions I've seen between Gino and Jasmine, it seems like she's constantly in fight or flight mode, and I don't know what her past traumas are, but she needs to heal a lot of those things if she wants to have a healthy relationship. In terms of healing and spirituality, there's a lot of YouTubers on the platform that specialize in this. One person I really like is Aaron Daughtry. He also looks like a more adult version of me, which is big up.
You're paying the first day.
Yeah. I know you like that. I know.
Next thing you know, Jasmine accuses Gino of having a thing for the waitress because he wanted to leave her a 15% tip.
Oh, baby, I don't give any tips in Panama.
If your man's paying for dinner, you have no say for the tip amount. When you pay for dinner, then you can chime in. The sad part is, I think because Gino's such a loser, a lot of people don't feel bad for him, but respect is essential in a relationship, and from the way Jasmine acts, we can see why she hasn't found a successful relationship yet. She then gaslights the fuck out of her dude by saying, you were so good until now, but you ruined everything. That's not very nice, Jasmine. That probably hurt Gino's feelings. He actually comes across incredibly entitled here. He just bought you dinner. How about a thank you? Gino's really shaken up by this gaslighting. He goes on to say that Jasmine needs to trust him or else this relationship is not going to work. Gino's super weird and everything, but he flew from America to Panama City to spend Christmas and New Year's with this girl, and to get disrespected like this on the first date is just... It's really sad, and if this dude respected himself, he would be on a date with a different Latina girl the next day, preferably Big Ed's girl, because that would be mad funny if Gino started hooking up with Kaori, and then Ed was like, surprise Pikachu face. Gino's soft, so he forgives Jasmine right away, and then they go up to the room. Jasmine says that she needs some time to be alone, so she goes into the bathroom, and then Gino's like, oh my god, I don't know if we're gonna make love or what, but I'm really excited to get intimate, and then this makes me question if the whole reason he's over there is to get his dick wet, because it seems like he's always thinking about sex. Gino says it might be time to take one of those blue pills, because his girl comes out in lingerie. He gets really turned on, and he's like a kid at a candy store. Jasmine says she really likes sex, and if Gino can't get the job done, she doesn't know if it's gonna work. She's a very sexual person, and Gino does not have any sexual energy whatsoever. He's very awkward.
Oh, wow. You're so hot and sexy.
You want to try? I mean, having me just
My
like,
arms are in my shoulders.
Oh,
I
yes.
hurt my shoulders, so.
This could be trouble in little Panama town because Gino has big nervous energy. It seems like he doesn't know what he wants to do with his hand. He is no Casanova in any way, shape, or form. The funniest thing about it is their intimate scene ends with her asking Gino to take off his hat and he says no. In the morning, the couple goes souvenir shopping and Jasmine once again says very disrespectful things to Gino.
Instead of having decoration in your house about your old trips, I want to see things that remind me of my country, not your stupid ex-wife.
Jasmine, you just met this guy and you're already trying to tell him how he should decorate his house and where he should put his pictures of memories. Jasmine doesn't like the fact that he's been married before, yet she has kids from a previous marriage, so make it make sense. Everyone has a past. He's with you now, Jasmine, and he wasn't even talking about his ex. You're the one that brought this up. My opinion of this girl has done a complete 180 since the start of this video, and her introduction, especially in episodes 1 or 2, she had a very good intro, but now we're learning way more things about this girl.
Stupid.
You have a problem?
This is awkward. It's really uncalled for how she's acting. They were married, it didn't work out, you know, move on. You're with him now. Jasmine's just gaslighting Gino about this because she's wildly insecure, and it seems like she's trying to test him constantly to the point to where she wants him to break or lash out at her, and then she'll use that as leverage to gaslight him even more. It's a very abusive way of treating your partner.
so you wanted to be with me here on the same bed
Yeah, of course.
and hug me and kiss me.
Okay.
All in all, this couple's dog water in my eye. Back in Hawaii, I'll be making regular videos about this couple and all the couples on this season. I'm very excited to be back. Let me know what you guys thought about this video. Comment below, subscribe. Follow me on Twitch and on Instagram right now.